Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I maybe pass by again?
Leave, please. Thanks.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see several women getting rejected and taking it in the worst possible way. Is it really that hard to just hear no? Let's begin.
Hi, I'm Madison.
Okay, do you think our friend Nabil is cute?
Yeah, you're cute.
Thank you.
Would you be interested in being Nabil's first kiss?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
Y'all, when women get rejected, oh, it's deep. I don't know what it is, but we do not handle it well. Actually, I do know what it is, and I'm going to tell you in this video. Women desire to be desired. Okay, that is something you're going to see in every woman. She wants to be desired. Some people allow their desire to run them. Some people can harness their desire, but all women deep down want to be desired. And so when she's not desired or does not feel desirable, she takes that internally. I mean, it makes her sad. It can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause you to feel like you're not good enough. It can cause hopelessness. I mean, it gets very deep. Because of that, I think a lot of women don't put themselves out there. I think it boils down to one simple thing, that as women, we have to accept that looks matter. And we can fight it, we can argue it, but looks matter. And when a man's not attracted to us, it hits deep. Because most men are rejecting you because they're not attracted to you.
What's your sign?
My sign?
Yeah.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, no thanks.
Sorry.
What is your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No thanks.
Oh, this is my Cancer.
What about you?
Capricorn. I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, no thanks. How gay are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Really gay. My girlfriend's over there.
Oh, we shouldn't be talking. What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
No thanks.
What?
What's your zodiac?
Aquarius.
Stay away from her. She's already confused. I just want to shatter your confidence real quick, that's all. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, no thanks.
Also, follow my TikTok at cat_turn, like the animal.
So are you gay?
Yes.
How gay on a scale of 1 to
7.
10? Really? Okay, that's not that gay. Would you ever consider being gay with me?
No.
Why not? We can go shopping together. Hey,
Shopping isn't gay.
so what do you want to do together then that's gay?
We're making a TikTok.
So I decided to shoot my shot with this guy who I think is attractive, has a good vibe. I sent him a DM. I got rejected, but the way that this man communicated and handled the situation was honestly so respectful and kind, which is bare minimum, but we don't really see this a lot with men. And if anything, it made him more attractive to me because I was like, oh, like this was a nice response. And also the fact that he can control lust. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm an attractive woman. I'm an intelligent woman. And, you know, the fact that this man was able to respectfully decline because of the fact that he is not looking to date right now or whatever it might be. Maybe he's not attracted to me or doesn't feel the same vibe. So fine. But the way that he handled it was super respectful and no hard feelings. And this is the first time that I've actually been rejected since actively making, you know, choices in my dating life and consciously deciding what kind of energy I want in my life as opposed to just accepting whatever comes my way as a woman. But even then, even though rejection does suck, I have done so much work to become more confident and to be secure within myself that I don't need this man's validation. Like, this doesn't take anything away from me. I am still valuable. I'm still beautiful. I'm still intelligent. Like, it makes me think about all the men who get rejected and lash out and crash out and are violent towards women and are just so mean towards other people because they are so insecure. Like, if you think about how many men you've rejected and have been like, well, you're ugly anyway. And it's like, you must be so insecure because rejection is not that bad. It just, like, it doesn't, if you're a secure person, it doesn't take anything away from you. And if you genuinely value yourself and you think you're a good person and, you know, you just are secure, then that wouldn't bother you in the way that it didn't bother me. I'm like, so fine, whatever. But the way that men will expose themselves and expose their insecurities and the ways in which that they actually hate themselves, because when they get rejected, they are literally become violent towards women. It's actually insane. Insane.
This last woman turns a personal rejection into a crusade against all men, because admitting she's mad about being turned down by a high-value guy would be too much for her ego. She wants to make it seem like she took it well, but she got so worked up she had to make an entire video about it. She's actually right about one thing. Women don't take rejection well. They're just not used to it. What I tell men is, the less afraid you are of rejection, the better off you'll be. Now, for women, rejection hits hard. They all think they're a 10, and when a guy comes along who brings them back to earth and tells them no straight to their face, they don't handle it well. Rejection hurts. That's just a fact. But men adapt to it. They don't dwell on it. Women, unless they're unattractive, don't get rejected often, so they don't know how to deal with it. And honestly, women are lucky that most men turn them down politely, because when women reject, they often do it in the nastiest way.
Hey, I was wondering if I can get your number by any chance.
Nah,
No. What about you?
you want my number?
Yeah.
On the second option?
Well,
I was rejected by a guy in the most embarrassing and humiliating way possible, but still a part of me feels like this was my fault, so I need you guys to let me know what you think. One day, I matched with this guy on Bumble who was very, very handsome. He was a documentary filmmaker, curly brown hair, profile said 6'2". At the time, I was going through an identity crisis, so I just so happened to dye my hair back to brunette, although previous to that, I was blonde. I was on this dating app, and unfortunately, I hadn't updated any of my photos to reflect the way that I looked, although the photos that I did have were just like taken 2-3 months ago. It's not like my physical appearance looked that different, it's just that my hair color was very different. So me and this guy are literally talking for 2 days, we're hitting it off, the conversation is flowing back and forth, and most of the time, guys will just waste your time and not ask you out on a date, or if they ask you out on a date, they'll ask you to like go for a walk in the park. Days after us matching, we are on a date, I meet him for the first time, he's exiting his car, and he's walking towards me, and as he's walking towards me, I could tell he has like a confused look on his face. And I've been on many dates. I've never been accused of being a catfish. I've never had somebody disappointed when they saw me in real life. In fact, I've had guys tell me that they are surprised and that I actually look better in person, that I look better than in my photos. He gives me a hug. We walk to the restaurant. We sit down. We're ordering drinks and just asking him random questions, trying to make small talk. And he is just being very, very odd and standoffish. And at one point during the date, he looks at me and he says, "You look a little different than on your photos." I was like, yeah, I actually dyed my hair. I went darker. I've been a brunette in the past. Like, this is actually close to my natural hair color. And I was just tired of the blonde because it was ruining my hair. And then he tells me that he thinks that that is actually misleading and that I should have updated my dating profile photos to match how my hair looks now. So then I ask him, well, would that have changed your opinion of me? Would that have made you not want to go out on a date? And he kind of laughs and shrugs it off and says, well, you know, I do like blondes. And that just like rubbed me the wrong way. Anyway, we end up splitting some appetizers on a couple of drinks and I end up leaving and thinking to myself, like, this is probably not going to go anywhere because that guy was super, super weird. I have no plans on texting this guy, but then I get a text from him the next evening. He sends me a whole paragraph that I never even asked for. In his paragraph, he tells me that he thinks that it's not right, that I misrepresented myself on my dating profile, and that if he's being completely 100% transparent, he is into blondes, that is his specific type, and he does not prefer brunettes. I never replied to him. I ended up blocking his number. But guys, there was a part of me that almost got my butt into my car and went to Sally Beauty Supply to get some bleach because I was so insecure at that point. When I look back on it though, did I make a mistake? Did I misrepresent myself? Did I catfish this guy? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Stop it. Get some help.
The truth is, she misled him. If I, as a man, posted photos of myself at 190 pounds and then showed up at 220, of course people would call me a liar. She'd probably be the first to criticize me. If you present yourself as a blonde and attract guys because of that, of course, when you show up with brown hair, they're going to say, this isn't the blonde I like. That kind of thing is fine if you're already a couple and you talk about changing your look. But on a first date, when you're just getting to know each other, that's a no-go. It's the same as women who use filters in all their pictures. When you meet them in person, the disappointment is real. You think, you're not the same girl I saw in your profile. Believe me, this happens more often than you think.
Women.
Hi. He wanted to talk to you.
I did?
You want to talk to me?
Sure.
Wait,
He
are
did.
you trying to me or what?
What?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm
It's a
Brady.
bit funny.
Nice to meet you.
I thought you stared at me, but
Huh? You saw that?
yeah, but you didn't come up to me. I don't like shy guys.
We're doing a stream. I'm not that into you, really.
You're not that into me?
I would have came over to you.
Wow.
Yeah. Your maxilla is quite recessed, you
What does
know.
that mean?
Just like your.
English is not my first language.
Oh yeah, so you have like a recessed maxilla, so I can't.
What does that mean?
And you know, like your upper jaw, it's just a little recessed, so I can't. I mean, you know what I mean?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know what that means.
I'm trying to can you explain to me what does that
I don't
mean?
know.
Yeah, it's just like a developmental flaw. It's no worries, but not into you. It's all good.
Women want the bears, and we want you to subscribe and help us hit 1,000 likes on this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments. It's important to us. All right then, let's get back to the video.
As a girl with high standards, a lot of times you're going to face rejection, and it hurts and it's sad because it feels like they don't want you. But this is just a reminder that it really does not have anything to do with you. It's just the fact that a lot of these guys just want you in a sexual way or in a way that just benefits them. And as a girl with high standards and as a high value woman, you don't allow that. You don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of. You don't just give yourself to anybody. So a lot of these times, these guys will just not continue to pursue you because they know that they can't have you in the way that they want to. So this is just a reminder and a PSA to all the ladies to keep your standards high. Don't let rejection make you feel lonely or make you feel like you need to.
Sweetheart, you're chasing men out of your league, but instead of obsessing over them, take a good look at your real competition. You're not a 10. You're an average woman who thinks she deserves a high-value Superman by her side. Eventually, you realize those guys only want you for a night, not for a real relationship. That's the trick. A lot of men, especially the ones with money, are just looking to have fun with women. That's why you see so many girls making content about how to catch a high-value man, but they never actually pull it off. They go on dates, sure, but they're never chosen for anything serious. They're just a temporary expense for entertainment. The first girl got rejected harshly because when he reached out, she pulled away. So he brought her back down to earth with a brutal comment about her face. Absolutely devastating.
Some Korean men are refusing to help women. A few days ago, a woman in her 20s lost consciousness and fainted when she was on the subway. Apparently, there were a bunch of men in their 20s and 30s who refused to help, and saying something to the extent of, "It has nothing to do with me," which got the women on the internet pissed. According to the Korean woman, the reason being, all able-bodied Korean men have to serve military service. They do learn CPR in the military. So it was expected for men in their 20s and 30s who likely just got out of the military to jump in and help because they know how to do CPR. But a lot of the men on the train didn't. And their reason being, they did not want to be accused of sexual harassment. There were a few incidents where men were actually accused for sexual harassment, for trying to help the women. Back in 2014, a South Korean woman had actually tried to sue a male EMT paramedic for doing CPR and doing chest compressions on her. Although the paramedic wasn't charged or convicted with anything, since he was reported, he still had to go through an investigation. There was also another story shared of a Korean guy going up the steps in the subway station, and there was a woman in front of him seemingly about to fall. He put out his hands and tried to grab her from the back to prevent her from falling. The girl freaked out and called the police on him, and he ended up in the police station. That being said, these are all the men's side of the story. They'd rather be a bystander than getting their names tainted with SA. This all seems a little crazy to me. I mean, I get it if you don't want to touch the person because you don't know what's going on. At least call for help. What do you think?
So I was getting my snack and I gave a man a compliment and he just continued the conversation like I didn't say anything. I am so shocked. All I said was, "I like your shirt." And he didn't say anything. Nothing. He just continued the conversation like I didn't say shit. So whenever he got done talking, I just walked away. This is why I never give small compliments. It wasn't like, "Oh my God, you look attractive. Like, I like your shirt." You know, it was just like, "Hey, I can recognize a good quality shirt, you know?" I'm just surprised and a little hurt. I'm not going to lie.
This is what feminism leads to. We're living in an age of equality. And I'm sure there were other women around to help her, but when you set up dumb rules, stuff like this happens. Nowadays, with feminism pushing false accusations through the roof, You can get called a pervert for anything. As a man, I'm not going to get involved in problems that aren't mine. Just remember cases in this country, like the guy who defended a woman on a New York subway and almost ended up in jail. Men get falsely accused and thrown behind bars while the investigation plays out. So yeah, I feel bad for any woman going through something rough. But as a man, I'll tell other men, don't get involved in problems that aren't yours. Because once you're in jail, no one cares about your good intentions.
Okay, dating really sucks, especially online dating. Story time. I matched with a guy on Hinge, and let me just say, he and I had really, really great conversations. When I say we FaceTimed for like 3-hour phone calls 10 days in a row, like we were really vibing it, and I really liked this guy. He ticked all of my boxes. He lived in the same area as me. He was really well spoken and was invested in the community and was looking to be more involved. And he was just a really good guy. So we were planning to go on a date on Saturday, this coming Saturday, and I was getting all excited. I planned on doing a what should I wear on our date thing, and I was jazzed. Let me clue you in. I'm using past tense for a reason. So tonight he called and he had reasons that he felt like we weren't a match. And it wasn't because of any good reasons that like we were not aligned or he had an issue with something I said. He was like, no, you're the perfect woman, which I'm sorry. If you're going to reject me, please stop telling me that. I already know that I'm beautiful and I'm sweet and I'm compassionate and I'm caring. Like, I know these things, not to sound conceited. I know these things. Stop telling me this because I get told this every time I get rejected and it's driving me insane. He just had a feeling that we were not a match. And so if we're not a match, we're not a match. And I'm not going to argue and make somebody believe that I'm a match if he's out. So I listened to the conversation, added my 2 cents, which was pretty much like, it was nice to meet you, nice to get to know you, but like, go ahead. Here's the thing, I have a really big heart, and so every person that I share and get emotionally invested in their lives, it really hurts. And so I got off the phone, I made it through the whole phone conversation without getting emotional, and I started crying. And granted, I haven't even met this guy, but like, I am so sick of getting emotionally invested in these situations and bearing my soul to another human being and then just to get rejected. I'm so over it. And yet I'm trying to not get cold and not shut down and still stay available in an emotionally connected way. It's so hard. This is just my rant on how much it sucks to be single in this day and age.
You said it yourself. If there's no compatibility, that's it. It's over. He was a gentleman for telling you the truth straight up. You're not his type. He saw you getting attached and cut things off early. Better that than dragging it out and hurting you worse later. And like I said before, men reject with class. We're polite. We sugarcoat things so we're not cruel. She's been rejected like this plenty of times, which is why she's fed up. But that's how men are. Always gentlemen, even when we say no. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, here are some questions for you. How do you handle rejection as a man? Have you ever rejected a woman? And how did she take it? If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means a lot to us and keeps us motivated to keep creating more content. Stay tuned for the next episode of The Wall.